How are you? Yeah. Right. We are still here.
Last year, 44 million bags. This year, 66 million. So the project yield bags.
Wewe tuma kitu. Unajua siasa bila pesa. Hii mdomo mnaongeanga kwa ndidi nyoro hivi wapi. Wewe tuma pesa hapa. Tuma pesa hapa. Uko wapi? Jaribu ufike chap chap. Atume kitu.
Not listen to anything.
Tumeshafa.
So, accused our cartels, the police and the DCI are on the train.
So last year we had 44 million
bags of maize. Last 2022, yes. 2023 after intervention. So the program is working. Anyone who is keen on making the program fail, the government will do
sawa. Njagi. Niko kwa pressa tu hapa nikimaliza hivi nikupigie. Niliona article yako mzuri sana. So wacha nimalize pressa ndio nikupigie. Asante. Orido. Uko sawa? Safi sana. Good, when you are ready, we are ready. Hiyo mpaka mmekula vizuri. Okay, when you are ready, we are ready. Yusuf, are you ready? Are you sure? Okay. Yusuf, you okay? Good. Members of the press, the United Democratic Alliance Party is delighted to receive Mr. Silas Jakakimba in its fold. Jakakimba has officially defected from the Orange Democratic Movement Party, that is the ODM party. Mr. Jakakimba brings with him a wealth of experience, having served as a long-standing aide to the former Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga. His decision to align himself with the United Democratic Alliance Party is testament to our commitment to fostering a diverse and inclusive political landscape in Kenya. We extend a warm welcome to Mr. Jakakimba and express our gratitude for his bold decision to join our party. His dedication, experience, and zeal will undoubtedly enrich our party's efforts, particularly in the former Nyanza province. As Secretary General of the UDA party, I am confident that Mr. Jakakimba's expertise will be instrumental in advancing our party's agenda and strengthening our presence in the region. We look forward to working closely with him to serve the interests of all Kenyans. We urge all members and supporters of the UDA party to embrace Mr. Jakakimba and work together towards our common goal of building a prosperous and inclusive future of our nation. Mr. Jakakimba is an aspiring member of parliament in Suba North. And today, as he comes in, we are confident as a party that is going to enhance the party's presence in Suba North. We are glad to report that at the moment, in Homa Bay County, UDA party has 141,000 members. And with the entry of Mr. Jakakimba, I'm sure those numbers are going to increase. Second, before we say anything, first we receive you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Karibu sana. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Karibu kwa chama. Chama tawala.
Chama kubwa.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Asante sana.
Asante Moni. Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much. So we'll allow him to say something, but just before that, we also receiving a member from Menengai West Ward, that is Nakuru County, Mr. David Amayo Ondieki. He is defecting from ODM to UDA party. Karibu sana, karibu sana. He's also aspiring to be a member of County Assembly.
That's right.
Yeah, in Menengai Ward. Karibu sana David, karibu kwa chama. Na asante sana kwa wale watu ambao wamekufikisha kwa chama pia.
Asante.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. Asante. So, you will say something and then we.
Good afternoon. SG, thank you so much. I'll just read a brief statement, but I want to say that I'm very excited to be on board a party that is going to change the economic landscape of this country, and it can only be onwards and upwards. Thank you. So I'll go to my statement. The Hon. SG Malala, honorable leaders present and members of the Fourth Estate, it is exactly 1 year since I took a major political transition in my public life. That was my resignation from the ODM party to support President Ruto and his administration. Today, I am here to announce my formal entry into the United Democratic Alliance Party of Kenya. And in that respect, allow me to note a few things. One, joining UDA affirms the party's growing popularity in Nyanza and across the country. I intend to join the many Nyanza people who are now increasingly ready to mobilize, popularize, and even contest for elections on the UDA platform. Joining UDA confirms my belief that the party is a national party with a national constituency and an even brighter future in the path of grounding and consolidating democratic gains in our years-old quest for good governance in the joint republic. Needless to say, the UDA is the largest party by count in the county assemblies nationally, in the Senate, in the National Assembly, and lastly, we all know that is the party that delivered the presidency to the people of Kenya. Number two, and I know this will come up, so I'd rather deal with it now. On the question of my association with the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga, I have severally, in the past 1 year, I think 14 months to be precise, expressed my strong belief that Baba needs to step back from the rigors of local politics and focus on a continental assignment. I am very happy that the President has deemed it fit and in the broader geopolitical interests of the nation, premised on a need to posture Africa's potential to the rest of the world, to front the former Prime Minister as a candidate for AUC chairmanship. And we thank the President for that. Jacob has done his bit locally, we all know that. He has had his chances. And even within ODM today, leave alone Azimio, Bwana SG, the discussion now is who next? Succession within that formation. Number three, the reality of our country is that we are now a strong and stable democracy, which does not need any one individual to function. We have one of the most liberal and progressive constitutions in the world, which primes a strong focus on good and accountable governance. Whereas there's always a room for improving that constitution, the institutions created by this constitution are strong enough to hold the state itself accountable to the people of Kenya. So Kenyans should never be worried about an individual going to do this and that there, and they should not have, that other constituency withdrawal syndromes that Baba is going away. Kenya has strong institutions to keep the state in check and offer balances. Number 4, like many people who have worked for Mr. Odinga for many years, and in my case for over 19 years, there seems to be, or there seems to have been, or there is always a belief that loyalty to the center must remain a lifetime role. It is necessary moving forward that all Democrats, and remember this is also the United Democratic Alliance, all Democrats in UDA, in ODM, and other political formations of the country agree that it is more important and very urgent to remain eternally loyal only to democratic ideals and attendant principles of a strong and accountable governance. And that is the space where I, as Silas Jakakimba, finds himself today, politically. And God plus time are on our side. Finally, it is important to note that President Ruto has, within a very short time, and we all know this, we live in this country, stabilized the state and government, succeeding in managing a very proper transition for this nation. I know this is now old news, but I wish to again state that President Ruto was given the people's mandate to manage our country's internal and external affairs. Immediately was declared as the president, I chose, publicly so, to support him because we strengthen our democracy when we respect the will of the people. That is what Democrats do. In him is a very deliberate and intentional leader who would stop at nothing in the journey to take Kenya to the next level. And I've said this, I think, in at least 4 media appearances last year. Now, having said that, I intend to join him, that is President Ruto, and the party leader of UDA, and the UDA formation to further that mandate and deliver the plan to the people of Kenya. Where I come from, the Great Kavirondo Belt of Nyanza region, the delivery of that plan, the delivery of the plan is massively ongoing. And we can also see it all across the country. Today, I joined the UDA formation willingly, aware of the work ahead, SG. I accordingly thank my brother, Hon Malala here, and the entire party secretariat. We've had a meeting down there for the warm welcome, and I hereby declare to the party Secretary General, Umwami, my brother and my friend, that I'm available on the instant for any assignment. God bless you, God bless Kenya. Thank you so much.
Asante sana. Karibu sana kwenye chama na tunakaribisha sana. As you've heard, our focal attention is on the plan, on the promises that we made to Kenyans. As you all know, we had several promises that were enshrined and encapsulated in our manifesto. And I've just learned with a shock that we have got some individuals within government who are trying to derail the implementation of our manifesto, and more specifically on the issue of the distribution of subsidized fertilizer. We have realized that we have got some mushrooming cartels who want to take advantage of the poor farmers, who want to take advantage of their positions to derail the implementation of the subsidized fertilizer. As a party, we want to call upon all investigatory organs and institutions to deal with such cartels with utmost force, because anybody who stands in the way of the implementation of the plan is standing in the way of Kenyans. And therefore, as a party, we are not going to defend anyone, be it a civil servant, be it a member of our party, anybody who is derailing the implementation of the Kenya Kwanza administration will face the full force of law. As you can realize, in 2022, when we were coming in power, Kenya had harvested only 44 million bags. But after the introduction of the subsidized fertilizer program, we managed to get to 66 million bags. This year, the president has invested even more funds when it comes to acquisition of subsidized fertilizer, and we want to assure Kenyans that the fertilizer that will be distributed across the country will be legitimate fertilizer, and fertilizer that is going to ensure that our produce in the coming season is going to multiply. Second, I want to take this opportunity as a party to support the position taken by the head of executive, and that is the president and his team. Today in the morning, when they met all the heads of parastatals, director generals, and CEOs, President William Ruto has directed that we ensure we cut down our budget, our recurrent budget, by 30%. This is to ensure that we have enough money for development. We have enough money to ensure that we implement our manifesto. As you all know, we are running against a timeline, and we are remaining with 2.5 years to the general elections. We want to be accountable. This is the first time a political party ran on the basis of an agenda and is ready to be accountable ahead of elections. And therefore, our president is doing everything possible within his means and within his leadership to ensure that he implements the promises he made to the people. And that is why today, as he has urged all the chief executive officers to exercise austerity measures in their respective dockets, we want to urge those CEOs and those heads of parastatals. As a party, we shall be monitoring the implementation of the decree by the president this morning, because that money is supposed to be saved and to ensure that the little resources we have as a country is channeled towards this a direction that is benefiting Kenyans. And therefore, as a party, we want to say we are steadfast, we are still on course, and I'm sure everybody will want to know what entails our grassroots elections. We have planned for a meeting this week with the National Steering Committee, which is going to give direction on how we are going to conduct our grassroots elections in the month of April. And therefore, people should be ready, should continue preparing themselves for the grassroots elections. We want to have a party which has entrenched itself in the hearts of people. And therefore, we cannot risk doing away with the grassroots election. That is an important component of our party. And as the Secretary General, I want to assure people and the membership of the party that we are going to have the grassroots elections. It's only a matter of logistical arrangements and timing, which we shall communicate before the end of the week. Thank you. So we welcome Obado to say something, and then we start with Doro, Mama Nairobi, Chairman, and then the people who are seated here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Bwana SG. Wanachama wote amjamboni. UDA.
Kazi ni kazi.
Kazi ni kazi.
Pesa mfukoni.
Basi wacha tuwache hapo. Today I'm very, very happy, and I warmly receive my great friends, Bwana Silas Jakakimba, into the UDA fold. I think as members of UDA, we feel very happy that each and every passing day, our numbers are increasing. They are good signs, and these are really good tidings. I want to encourage my brothers and sisters who are still fearing to come and join us in building this great party, not to keep on living in fear. Kindly come out in the open, the way Silas has done it here. let's stop this game of Nicodemus. We know from the Bible, Nicodemus used to just go at night to seek advice. Come in the open, my brothers and sisters, because this is the route to go. This is the party to watch. And come 2027, I don't see any other political formation that will come and dislodge UDA from the position it is occupying now. I'm very, very happy with the steps that our beloved president has undertaken. When he took over, things were not all that good. We can all remember that wananchi walikuwa wanalea juu ya high cost of living, high cost of unga. Now that is a thing of the past. Bei ya unga imerudi chini. And so many other areas have been sorted out. Even the dollar rate that people were crying about. Sisi sote sasa tunaona dollar against the Kenya shilling is now relaxed a bit. The Kenya shilling is becoming stronger than the dollar. So those are the good tidings we can talk about now. And if we can give our president the required support, I believe he will do a lot for the prosperity of this great country of ours. I'm equally happy that our president is not a jealous man. Is not a man who is malicious. Is not a man who is after punishing his political opponents. Holding his arch-rival hands and really campaigning for him to achieve the African Union chairmanship is a great, great sign of a great statesman. So we are all happy and we are praying for the Right Honorable Raila Odinga to get the chairmanship of the African Union. I think that is great. And so, by extension, I want to call upon, and it is a very, very passionate appeal, my brothers and sisters who are still in ODM, please see UDA as your great friends. Kama amukufika Canaan kupitia hiyo njia ingine ya ODM, sasa barabara iko wazi hapa kwa UDA. Na sisi tunataka sisi sote tufike wapi? Canaan. Na barabara ndio hii. So Jakakimba, thank you very much. And please stick to this house and help us propagate this message. If you look at Jakakimba, and also if you read his background, his history, he's a very, very versatile man. He's a guy who can propel us to greater heights. Yes, what it takes to build this party in the entire Nyanza region. Jakakimba is well educated, politically is well groomed, socially is up to date, and now if you look at the age, he's also at the right age, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. So we know that the majority of Kenyans, Kenya is a youthful country. Yeah. So Jakakimba is at the right age. He will really help us to build this party. So Bwana SG, before I conclude, just allow me to say that as the regional manager of Nyanza, Luo Nyanza, because in Nyanza we are 2 regional managers, and I'm happy that our other regional managers across the country are also here. But as the manager from that region, I'm very happy, and I know that back at home, the numbers that are desiring to come and join the party is so huge. So kindly arrange a particular day when you can go down there and receive that huge number. I've talked to them. The ground is now very, very receptive, and I don't see any other wind that will blow to negate the wind that is blowing now towards UDA. So Asanteni sana wananchi wenzangu. The party is UDA. It stands for everything that we desire as a country. We want unity, we want prosperity, and within the short time that our president took over, we are seeing that unity, that prosperity, and I expect a lot of good things to take place.
Asante sana for your brief statements. Miriam. Briefly. 1 minute. You are so many, eh? 1 minute.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mine is very simple today. I feel quite excited that Silas has come today to join the party. We have a long history with Silas. We have grown up with him, and it's such a coincidence, and I feel happy that we've worked with Silas at the Prime Minister's office, and we've worked with Mheshimiwa Ken, and I'm now here. It looks like we are leaving that house. It's going to, I don't think if there's anybody left. If Ken is here, Ken was in charge of mobilization. He was in charge of what was
Undefined things.
Undefined things. And now that he has joined us, I'm so excited about it. And Jakakimba, jisikie nyumbani.
Asante sana.
This is long overdue, but this is where growth is. I honestly want to say thank you to our president. Just the other day, he appointed our brothers from Nyanza. We have Mangi, who was appointed in Uganda for Uganda. We have Kemosi. We have Fred Outa, who has been taken to Cairo. And we have Philip Omondi, who is a special envoy. So you can see that we are really growing as the Nyanza people, things that we've never had before. And if you look at even the people that have already been appointed to the parastatals, we are at 151. That has never happened in any government. So Silas, this is where you belong for your first growth. And karibu tena kwa chama.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Asante sana. 1 minute.
Thank you so much, SG. On behalf of our region and on behalf of the members of UDA, I want to say karibu, Bwana Silas, because you are a force that we have been waiting for. In fact, when I saw Silas telling me that he's coming in, I said this is now the last man we are waiting for. It's going to increase the force, and I'm very sure that it is going to be large numbers in the next few months. On my behalf, allow me also say that the presidential plan, that is the better plan, is properly working, and if given very few months, Kenyans are going to realize that there was no reason for carrying a lot of sufurias on their heads. Actually, the president has the intention of making the country better, and with the unity that is now forging for the country, I believe that UDA is the better plan, and better plan is the government, and we are going to work completely with the government to ensure that our region is properly serviced by this government. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'll be very brief. I think we have handled most of the things, but I want to address my brothers and sisters from Nyanza, and by extension, all of them staying, residing, working in every part of the country. In 2002, run up to 2007, His Excellency President Ruto stood seriously by word and deed besides Raila Amolo Odinga. He paid a heavy price for that, even being taken to the ICC when he was not on the ballot. But when he was on the ballot in 2013, we did not reciprocate. We did not support him. Again, we did not support his team in 2017, even in 2022. But in spite and despite all that, when one chance arose, one chance for a name to be forwarded, he still looked back and held the hand of his elder brother, political brother, and forwarded the name. But he did not stop at that. He has humbly turned himself into his chief campaigner. Honestly, to the people of Nyanza, and especially the Luo community, it is time we reciprocated by standing by his administration and his government for it is the right thing to do, even before God. In Nairobi, I want to state this. I started my politics in Nairobi as a young girl in my early 20s. I am now a grown woman, as you can see. But I can assure you that come 2027, Nairobi is branded yellow because we understand it. We understand Nairobi, we live Nairobi, we eat Nairobi, na Nairobi ni shamba la mawe. I can assure His Excellency that UDA party, with this very, very agile and honest and hardworking team, we are going to deliver. And especially the room that he has given to women. I want to applaud his recent pronouncement that women are going to be given special consideration. That when one is a man, then the deputy, or vice versa. If the governor is a woman, then the deputy is a man. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Yeah, my name is Odoyo Owidi, Chairman, Lake Victoria South Waterworks Development Agency. With the crossing over of the last born of the sons and daughters of Mama and Baba, it is now clear that in Luoland there will be a political battle. In actual sense, when I crossed over, I thought it was time to have free and fair elections in Luoland. People in Luoland are going to experience the exact and true meaning of democracy. They used to think democracy is supporting ODM and Baba. Now they are going to realize it is a free and fair competition in a competitive political world. Jakakimba, karibu.
Chairman, Suba North. Chairman, UDA Suba North.
Yes. My name is Paulo Kuku Miregi. I'm the chairman Suba North constituency. Mine is just to welcome my brother Jakakimba to the party.
Thank you.
And I want to tell you that Jakakimba could have been in parliament, either in the Senate or the National Assembly. Were it not that he listened to Baba. Baba told him, in fact I was with him at Baba's place. I met him there when the late Kajwang passed away. And he was told to step down for the current senator, Moses Kajwang. Again, he was told that he would be nominated. That has never happened. So you see, he has been held back because he was listening to an undemocratic voice. So let me welcome him to the party, and I'm sure Suba North is going to produce an MP from UDA. That one I can assure you, because I was also a candidate. In 2007, I was a candidate there on a Kanu ticket, and I know the political terrain. Now what is happening there with what the government has done, the Rusinga Ring Road and Fagano Ring Road, I'm telling you, even those people that you expect might still remain in ODM will not be there, including even our member of parliament. She might even join us, because the language that people are speaking there is UDA. So there is no way that a serious political aspirant, somebody who wants to contest for a serious position, would still remain in that party. So I welcome him to the party. Thank you so much.
Lastly, we have the interim chair, Homa Bay County.
Thank you to our SG and our chief guest today, Wakili Silas Jakakimba, members of the press. My name is Kennedy Obuya. I'm the chairman for UDA Homa Bay County. I want to speak very briefly in the interest of time. I want to embrace the Mfangano, the Rusinga, the Suba community, and I want to thank them for giving us serious, great people. In this case, I want to caution my good sister, Millie Mabona. You have all the reasons to be afraid. With the coming of Wakili Jakakimba as the chair for UDA Homa Bay County, I will deliver minimum of 5 parliamentary seats in Homa Bay, beginning with a seat
of Suba North for UDA party. I want to thank my president for having considered Homa Bay County his second home. The things is done to Homa Bay community, we do not take it for granted. We thank you so much, my party leader, and we welcome you anytime. And for my community in Homa Bay County, it is high time that we must give back. There's no way you can love the money from the office of the president. There's no way you can love the developments done by the office of the president. Then you hate the party that forms that government. I'm making a personal appeal that please let us be part of formation of the next government. Already we are in, but let us be part of formation of the next election of President William Samoei Ruto. In Luo, Oganda Jokanyanam, Sao Chupu, Makuru nyaka wago abanda taro, nyaka walok gagi mar siasa. Wadoguru chien kwa bolore, mondo mi wangi kwa mako ogandawa kuwa tero duto e serikal ma Dr. Samoei Ruto. Iriu kamano.
Mheshimiwa Florence. Our high-ranking member from Busia. High-ranking UDA member.
I have yet to be officially received by Honorable Malala.
For the second time.
So when that time comes, I will come. But today, specifically, I am here specifically to welcome my brother, my young brother, and our last born in ODM to UDA party. We are very happy that he has come. If you see him here, you might think that he has left anything behind. We have all the luggage in the car. So he has come with everything. He has all the brains. He has carried all his brains. He has carried all his energy, and he's ready to serve under SG Malala in the UDA party. So that is why specifically I'm here. So let not any political story come out of this. My issue here is today is just to bring my brother Silas to join the party. But I must say that Honorable Malala came to Busia. I welcomed him. The numbers are going up, I must say. But when it comes to issue of Western, I'm actually embarrassed that for the first time I've been invited to come to this office by a Nyanza team. I'm actually here because I've brought a Nyanza team. So I hope the Western people will be meeting more and more often, because if UDA is their party, they should be coming here and getting more information. I want just to say that Mheshimiwa Malala, please tell your Western people to welcome other people and to stop perceiving people as moles or spies or whatever. We need to get numbers for the president. We do not have time for small politics. Yes. So anybody who doesn't want to work with Florence or doesn't want to a particular person, they are wasting the president's numbers. So please tell your Western people to welcome people so that we can work together. Karibu sana, Silas. Jakakimba. Thank you.
Asante sana. Yes. Yes.
Thank you. I think as we conclude, yeah. Okay. Yeah. As we conclude, I want to assure UDA members that the party is growing, the membership is growing, and we like to implore upon even other members who are outside to consider joining our party. When you see Silas joining UDA party, does not mean that that's the end of people who want to become members of parliament in Suba North to join the party. We are a democratic party. We call upon every other individual who is aspiring to be a leader in this country to join the party. We shall conduct a free and fair nomination to ensure that the best flies our tickets. Lastly, among our agenda, I've told you that we shall be having the National Executive Committee meeting to deliberate on issues of the grassroots elections. And among our key agenda will be to appoint the members of the National Elections Board.
As you all know, the members of the previous National Elections Board were all appointed in public offices, and our constitution does not allow state officers to be party officials. Therefore, the National Executive Committee will be meeting to appoint the National Executive Board, the National Elections Board members, who will subsequently now conduct the elections. This is to bring to a close to a matter that was in court pertaining the regional managers. You know very well that we had a matter that was challenging the role of the regional managers in court. I would like to instruct our legal team to consider even withdrawing the appeal case, because that matter is hereby settled by us implementing the court ruling. The court ruling was very simple, that the appointed regional managers and county managers should not take part in the election exercise. That matter is now hereby left for the National Elections Board, who will subsequently appoint election officials. However, we are still confined within the Political Parties Act, which requires a political party to at least have 24 offices across the country. And therefore, it is within that precinct of the law that we are redeploying the regional managers to undertake the other secretariat and administrative roles. Make sure you keep our party registers up to date in those regions. Make sure you popularize the party, but on matters election, the National Elections Board will come and give you your clear roles, if at all they'll consider you working for them. In the meantime, you are hereby redeployed to work as members of the Secretariat administratively and not on matters elections. Let that matter settle. Thank you.